Charging the spark. Double kill. 3 opponents.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Riot Maker, and on today's Destiny video, man, we're gonna have a little flashback Friday, throwback Thursday, way back Wednesday, to wherever you want to call it, but on a Tuesday. Before we get into the video though, if you guys like my content, gameplay, commentary, whatever, feel free to like and subscribe. You know, I can't force you guys to do it, that's all up to you, but I'd really appreciate it. But today, man, we're bringing year 1 into year 3. Yup, you look at the gameplay right now, and the gun I'm using is old trusty, old reliable Suros regime. Oh man, dude, I can't begin to tell you guys how good this gun was in year 1. Auto rifles in general in year 1 were amazing. I'm talking about Grim Citizen, Vanquisher, Shadow Price, all those. Dude, but the Suros was the best of the best. I remember in year 1, I believe it was like week maybe 4 or 5, I had a Thunderlord, and I knew I couldn't carry 2 exotics, and I was stuck with the blue primary. Believe it or not, for like a month and a half I was stuck with a blue primary weapon, a blue AR that I would use for Crucible and, you know, strikes and just my daily missions and a daily Crucible and things like that. And when Xur sold the Suros regime, I was contemplating. I was like, dude, should I buy this gun? Should I kind of wait it off? What should I do? And then I thought to myself, I was like, man, I have a blue AR that I use every day. Why not get an exotic? And I had a legendary too. I had a legendary machine gun to replace my Thunderlord. But I was like, all right, let's do it. So I bought the Suros regime, and man, dude, this gun ruled the Crucible year 1. This gun was amazing. 5 shots to the head, you would drop people, did 46 to the head, and then it has glass half full built into its exotic perk. So when you got to the bottom half of the magazine, you did amazing damage. Dude, you would drop people so fast, it was ridiculous, it was unfair. And right now it's not even a shadow of its former self. It's pretty bad, but this game, I mean, it brought back memories, it brought back flashbacks, dude. I was having so much fun. This is what it felt like to use Suros back in the day. We were just dropping everyone. I dropped 33 kills on these dudes with my Suros regime in this game, and I remember that was something easy to do in year 1 with Suros. But this kind of brought up an idea, dude. I'm kind of excited about the balance patch. What if they bring Suros back to even a little bit, 80, maybe even 60% of what it was in year 1? I think that'll be pretty amazing, because in their patch notes or in their goals, they said they wanted to buff weapon classes to compete with each other. So that means since ARs can't compete now, they'll probably buff them to compete, and then they also want to buff the exotics on their own, you know, different from their gun type. So that means Suros can get a double buff, the auto rifle buff that they're gonna see, and then maybe its own buff to like its rate of fire, maybe its impact, or, you know, tweak its base stats. And that's, dude, in year 1, its base stats were amazing. They were amazing. Its stability was stupid high, so was its range, and, you know, they nerfed all that once they brought it into Taken King when they nerfed auto rifles. But, you know, it's all good. You can't really complain. But this gameplay kind of just brought back those ideas of, man, what if they bring Suros back, and just made you remember of how great Suros was. In this gameplay though, I'm using the year 1 Suros, not the year 1 Suros, but the year 1 Suros setup that I had. Focus Fire, the exotic perk, Suros Legacy, and Hammer Forge. And I had a game with Spinning Up that you saw on the first clip. It's one of the options you could pick. You can pick Spinning Up or Focus Fire. Spinning Up is pretty much the Thunderlord's main exotic perk. The longer you fire, the faster the rate of fire becomes. So it's kind of nice if you're battling, you know, 2 or more people, but in a single gunfight, it's really not gonna come into play very often. So I just stuck with Focus Fire. Focus Fire is it pretty much turns this into a mini scout rifle, and it does a lot to the head. I feel like it staggers people a lot more than a scout rifle would as well. And the Suros Legacy perk is amazing, dude. It's pretty much glass half full and life support put together. So if you kill someone, you have a chance of getting your health back. You don't even have to be critically wounded. You can just get your health back if you take one shot. And then it's the glass half full. The bottom half of your magazine does bonus damage. And I'm telling you, for this gun and the damage it does with focus fire, it's great. You see a pretty, not a significant increase in your damage, but you see a pretty good increase. And look at this dude trying to super me. You heard him trying to super me, but no, that wasn't gonna happen. Not with the Suros today. Oh man, this gun, I don't know, man. I want the Suros to come back, in all honesty. I want exotics to come back, in all honesty. I want to see the Red Death come back. I want to see the Suros regime come back. I want to see Bad Juju be good again. Bad Juju's not bad now, but it can't compete with the legendary pulse rifles in the game right now. And that's the problem with PvP, is legendaries are better than exotics. So what's the point of having an exotic right now? It's insane. I think exotics need to be exotics, and I think Suros regime, man, could make that happen when the balance patch hits February 14th. But I was having a lot of fun this game, man. This dropped 33 kills. Second game of my day too, I think. I think it's my second game, third game of the day, second with the Suros. My first one I used spinning up and it didn't go that good, so I decided, oh, look at that range. Oh man. But this is my second game with the Suros regime, and I thought it was amazing. I had so much fun. You see I was playing with my boy Nismo and my boy Itchy Joey. Those are my two main squeezes, my bays. I always play with them. Anytime you see a video of me, it's probably gonna be with them. But man, that's all I have to say, dude. I just want you guys to see my Suros regime gameplay. Maybe you guys would want to use it, or maybe this motivated you guys to want to use an AR. Maybe this will get people to want to use ARs before the balance patch so they can get used to them. I'm getting tired of the same old pulse rifles and hand cannons I see every day in the Crucible. But like I said before, man, if you guys like my video, my commentary, gameplay, whatever, just feel free to subscribe and like. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, y'all, peace.
Enemy ignited your rift. Charging the spark. The spark isn't just an objective, it's a weapon.